Well, the total solar eclipse is already underway for our area. You're seeing a live shot of Niagara Falls of what the sun looks like. Well, you're about to see that in just a couple of minutes. Again, 3:18 is that moment of totality. Thank you again for joining us, folks. I'm Dave Graber.
And I'm Jordan Orkis. Our special coverage starts now.
Well, the total solar eclipse is already underway. You're looking at a live shot from Niagara Falls of what the sun looks like now. We're just minutes away, about 18 minutes away from totality. In that shot, you can see a lot of hope in that shot because there are some breaks of clouds, and that is what everyone is hoping for.
The clouds have been on top of everyone's mind, apart from the total solar eclipse, of course. People hoping for those clouds to break. Over this next hour, all evening long, we will be covering the total solar eclipse, showing you sights and sounds from all across Western New York.
Once again, thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Dave Graber.
And I'm Jordan Orkis. We are bringing you team coverage of the total solar eclipse. Western New York is in the path of totality for the first time in nearly 100 years. Kelsey Anderson is live at Niagara Falls, where thousands of people are flocking to catch the eclipse at one of the world's great wonders.
Our Marley Tuskus is live at Buffalo's Outer Harbor. Sarah Minkowitz is at the watch party out at Knox Farm in East Aurora. And our Don and Jackie are live outside our studios in North Buffalo with all of our collective eyes to the skies. We'll be hearing more from all of our members of our News 4 team throughout the next couple of hours. Of course, also joining us in our studio this afternoon is Holly Schreiber. She is the chief scientist at the Buffalo Museum of Science. We'll be chatting with her throughout the eclipse about what we are seeing.
Now, here is another live look at the sun. This one is actually based out of Arkansas. This is NASA's camera. From Mexico, the U.S. to Canada, their experts are tracking the path of totality. Well, that is a nice clear shot. Dave, you mentioned the clouds out there for Western New York. So what are people outside back here on Earth for eclipse viewing parties seeing out there?
Chief Meteorologist Todd Santos now with his head in a computer monitor for most of the day today. Checking out, Todd, where is that line of clouds now?
It's near Long Point, and there are breaks in it, and this is basically the timing that's really close. We're right on the absolute edge of the cloud cover for now. We've still been looking for this break to enjoy this. This shot was from the Buffalo Canoe Club. This came in just about 15 minutes ago. So these are the type of holes we're finding in some of the cloud cover. This was a phone shot, so this is not taken by a high-end telescope or anything like that. I can show you the satellite imagery, but one thing I have to note, as the shadow of the moon passes over the Earth, it's actually removing the clouds. This is visible satellite imagery, so I'll play the last 2 hours, and you see the way the clouds sort of disappear on there, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer, and you're going to see the same effect. So as that shadow slowly works its way in, it looks like all the clouds are completely fading, but it's just the shadow of the moon just racing across the surface of the Earth. So at least in those last couple frames, and I'll actually go to one more satellite imagery, one more version that doesn't depend on the sunlight to see this, you can see some of those breaks that are showing up in the clouds, especially basically just off of Erie, PA, and extending out into eastern Lake Erie. Those are the breaks that we're hoping are going to at least sort of work out for us to get some glimpses of this. So it's one of those scenarios where we're really going to need the break in the clouds to actually get a chance to see, hopefully, the corona as this happens. You're going to look toward the southwest direction. If you've seen nothing but clouds all day, that's the direction you're going to want to see at about 45 degrees off the horizon there to at least get your chance of seeing this. We're going to continue to keep an eye on it. I do think we'll see some breaks. We've already seen some photos. I wish luck to all who are trying to get a clear shot of this. Dave, Jordan.
All right, Todd, thanks very much. We also have this entire Western New York region covered from the southern tier to Niagara Falls. We have crews in Dunkirk, at the Outer Harbor, Salem Field, our studios in North Buffalo, and of course, in Niagara Falls. And that is where we begin our live team coverage. We're going to send things out to Niagara Falls, where tens of thousands are counting down to totality.
Kelsey Anderson has been at Niagara Falls State Park since early this morning. Kelsey, you have a nice setup there. You've been there since early this morning. How is it looking out there?
Dave, Jordan, it is looking great except for that cloud cover, of course. I'm going to step out of the way. I'll show you the crowds. You can see a lot of people here and a lot of optimism here as well. I talked to a lot of these folks behind me, a lot of people from the Northeast, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Maryland, Delaware, etc. Lots of folks here at Terrapin Point, and we've seen the sun a couple of times during this eclipse. You'll hear a lot of cheering during that time, but hoping in the next 13 minutes, these clouds kind of break apart so we get a look at that total solar eclipse. Of course, it will happen at 3:18. 3 minutes and 31 seconds will be plunged into darkness here in Niagara Falls. The governor, Kathy Hochul, is watching from here, and we have an astronaut, a Canadian astronaut. He is headed up to the moon in Artemis 2 next year, so I got to speak with him. You'll hear from him coming up throughout the next couple of hours here on Channel 4. But, oh man, guys, I am just hoping to see a glimpse of that sun. Really hoping at least someone here gets to see it. Back to you.
You and many, Kelsey, are certainly hoping. Another popular spot for eclipse watchers, Buffalo's Outer Harbor.
And that's where we find our Marley Tuskus. So, Marley, how are things looking out down by the water's edge?
Jordan, the camera was originally on me, but we just got a break in the clouds. This has been something that has been happening on and off all afternoon. It was really overcast earlier this morning. A lot of people crossing their fingers, saying some prayers that we would be able to see the sun and see even partially of the eclipse. And, you know, we've gotten lucky in some spots, and this is certainly one of them. The clouds coming in and out here at the Outer Harbor. But this has been a really fun place to be regardless of the cloud cover. There's a lot going on here. People have been here all morning after gates opened up around 10 a.m. We have a pretty decent crowd, and I feel like what you're seeing right now doesn't even capture most of it because there's an even larger crowd right at the waterfront that has telescopes, that has cameras. There's so many people here all for the same thing. So just a really cool event. Again, gates open at 10 a.m. It's been a party ever since. DJ started playing around 1 o'clock this afternoon. There's food trucks. People have brought picnics and just have been hanging out waiting for this once-in-a-lifetime event. But again, really hopeful that these breaks in the clouds continue. We're seeing one right now, so fingers crossed it stays that way for the next 20 minutes. But of course, we will continue to bring you the live coverage from the Outer Harbor and give you a little sneak peek of what is going on here. But for now, I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Marley, thanks very much. Another popular place out in East Aurora where Knox Farm is. They're hosting thousands of people in a sold-out eclipse event.
Sarah Minkowitz joins us with details about the eclipse event at the park. Sarah, how's it going?
Dave and Jordan, well, one thing that's really been interesting, each minute it is just getting darker and darker out here. You could see people kind of sitting down anticipating for totality. There are unfortunately a lot of clouds, so I don't know if any breaks will happen out here, but like I said, it keeps getting darker and darker, so that is one thing that we are noticing. But you can see a lot of people out here today. There's expected to be 3,000 people at this event, and you could see families behind me all waiting for this to happen. Now, a little bit earlier, we did hear a performance by the Seneca Nation's Haudenosaunee Confederacy to really kind of set the tone. You guys, that was such a neat experience for us to listen to, and really, as the organizers say, it was meant to ground people for this event, and they really did that with their performance.
All right. Well, the News 4 staff is also excited to experience this once-in-a-lifetime event.
Our Jackie Walker and Don Postles live outside our North Buffalo studio now, getting ready to watch it all unfold. Don and Jackie.
Jordan and Dave, no doubt about it. We've been out here for 15 minutes. It's getting darker. And I'm amazed, Jackie, at how light the traffic is out here.
Very little traffic. We are outside the station here on Elmwood Avenue. Normally this time of day, a very busy traffic situation, but not so now. People have pretty much headed to where they're going to be, and they are looking up. It's amazing. The sun right now is just a crescent here.
Yeah, we have our glasses, and you got to use them if you want to look into the sun.
Absolutely. One other thing that's happened is I haven't seen any buses go by. The NFTA told buses to pull over between 3 and 3:30, and they were giving away Eclipse glasses for any passengers on the bus, because look at this picture right now. You can see the moon is almost totally obscuring the sun. Totality is coming very soon.
And Jackie, the area's had a lot of time to plan for the eclipse, and there's a emergency operations center in downtown Buffalo with police and fire standing by. You and I saw how light the traffic was on the 290. We saw 4 troopers. They brought in extra state police officers for this, and I think the area is very well equipped to handle this celestial event.
We've planned for a big influx of visitors, but I think a lot of the visitors were watching the forecast and saw that we were going to have clouds. Here's an update for you. We just got word from Orchard Park. Skies are clear there, so it's coming, folks, if we can just hang on and get there.
It reminds me of a T-shirt that's being sold at a clothing store on Abbott Road in South Buffalo. It reads, "Wide right, no goal, cloudy eclipse, the Buffalo curse." I don't think we have the curse.
Well, it's not over yet, and
there you go.
It's an amazing view. I just looked up just a sliver of sun that you can still see. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Don, Jackie, thank you very much. Now, the City of Buffalo's Emergency Operations Center at the Dillon Public Safety Building opened its doors at 8 o'clock this morning. The EOC is staffed with first responders, county, state, and federal officials. The goal is to keep residents safe during this once-in-a-lifetime event. We're told Mayor Byron Brown and other city officials will provide an update on the eclipse at 4:30. We will be taking that presser live during News 4 at 4.
And of course, most school districts in Western New York are closed for the day. That includes Buffalo Public, Amherst, Lancaster, Williamsville, Lockport, Dunkirk, Niagara Falls, and more than 100 others. They extended their spring break for a day. I know that my daughters were excited that they didn't have to go back to school on a Monday, and they got to see the eclipse. They're outside the house now and enjoying the skies, hoping for those breaks in the clouds.
And it's not just schools closing because of the eclipse, but parts of some major roadways as well. The Skyway is open, but the Outer Harbor exit off Route 5 closed this morning at 8 a.m. Anyone headed to the Outer Harbor had to be funneled through Ohio Street or through Tipt Street. Extra law enforcement officials are stationed to handle the influx of traffic and redirect drivers. Meanwhile, local emergency agencies have warned cars may stop on the roads during the eclipse.
Officials also warned that it could take hours for eclipse watchers to get home if they traveled to view the event at a place like the Outer Harbor or maybe even Niagara Falls. Just minutes before totality now, checking in with Dan Mazzella from Total Traffic for what the roads look like right now. And Dan, we have not, knock on wood, of course, had really any problems at all, and that is continuing this afternoon.
Yeah, let's hope it stays that way. I'm pretty sure everyone is where they need to be right now. But as you mentioned, it's really just the ramp to Route 5 West. That's the Outer Harbor Drive that's going to be closed. You can see on the map here that that's really the only big delay. Everything else, you have some backups there down at the bottom of the screen with the 5, but really everything is pretty much good to go. So let's just not complain about it right now. You can see that the roads are pretty much good to go here at the Thruway. This is at Walden Ave at this point. Also seeing a pretty decent trip with the water tower there in the background, so not really seeing any complaints. The same thing on the I-90. You got a decent trip as you pretty much go end to end right now, and then things are pretty much good to go as you get through the downtown ramps at Oak Street. Now, looking at as we get to the Rainbow Bridge right now, you can see a lot of people right now just kind of hanging out, just waiting for this thing to happen, and that's the place to be, it looks like. This traffic brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured? Call the Barnes Firm, 1-800-8-MILLION. Back to you.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. So we're checking things out all over Western New York. Let's see how things are going in downtown Buffalo.
That's where we find our Jeff Preval. Jeff, you were in a park, I think our producer said. How are things looking down there? Looks like people are starting to gather right in that spot.
Yeah, there's been a very good gathering here. We're actually at Canal Side here, so not too far away from the Explorer Moore Children's Museum and the Skyway. So I'm going to step out of the shot angle for now and take a look up and see what I can see. Right now we are seeing just a sliver of the sun right now, and those clouds, we are still battling those clouds right now. It's been a very, I would say, joyous occasion here with a lot of people, as you can see, hundreds of people coming to Buffalo Canal side to enjoy this event. We have Buffalo Police on scene as well. It's been a very exciting afternoon here when we started to see the partial solar eclipse. Now we're about to hit that moment of totality, and it really has been interesting, of course, to see the moon start to shift over and block the sun. Of course, we have a lot of families out here. Everyone has their phones out. They're documenting this event. We have some people out here as well with their telescopes and binoculars. We also have a couple who we talked to from New Jersey. They have their goggles, special goggles that you actually use during welding operations, but they bought those and they're wearing those right now to witness the total solar eclipse, which is okay to do, apparently. They're just as good as using the glasses that we all have. So this is the scene right now. It's of course a lot darker because of the cloud cover, but also because of the blocking of the sun. And we're also feeling that temperature shift too as well. The temperature is dropping. It's becoming a lot cooler out here right now. So this is definitely sort of like a 4th of July type of an event, type of turnout that you would see here in downtown Buffalo. That's what we're seeing right now. There's a lot of oohs and ahs every few moments as we see the totality, and we'll send it back to you for more.
All right, Jeff, thank you. 16 minutes in, and as we near totality, it's cool to see how much darker it is getting outside. We also have crews down in Dunkirk.
Now, there might be a better chance, at least in terms of comparison to our other coverage area in Niagara Falls, where they might actually see some clearing, or maybe more clearing. Our Patrick Ryan joining us now down from the pier in Dunkirk. So, Patrick, eventually, when we switch away from Kelsey, we'll see if we can get over to Patrick, who is down in Niagara Falls. That was Kelsey at Niagara Falls. Do we have Patrick in Dunkirk? It sounds like we have Patrick in Dunkirk.
There we go. Hey, Pat.
Hey guys, it has gotten considerably darker out here, just even in the last few seconds or so. We'll take a look at the sky here. The cloud coverage really blocking everything. You don't need those eclipse glasses here in Dunkirk right now. But it was broad daylight out just a few moments ago, and it is just getting darker by the moment. You can really feel the drop in temperature as well. This is just an incredible sight, something we have never seen before. You are seeing this right before your eyes. You can even see into the distance here some of the sunset. You can see, and we will continue to stay with this, of course, but really that temperature drop, and it was getting progressively darker. It's really an incredible thing. We have a lot of families here from around the area, the country as well, to experience this. I've really never experienced anything like this before. Just incredible how quick it happened as well. Just a lot going on here, a lot of excitement. We have some fireworks going off to commemorate it as well. And we'll send it back to you in the studio, but really just a sight to be seen out here in the city of Dunkirk.
All right, Patrick, thanks very much. You cannot see us, ladies and gentlemen, who are watching us at home, but Jordan and I
just reached totality.
I think we reached totality.
We are cheering here
outside right now, and we are able to take your glasses off, Jor. You can see now we are in the moment of totality. Oh, this is just an absolutely amazing sight. You can see the corona around the sun. We see some fireworks going off in the distance. We are at our moment of totality here in North Buffalo.
Now let's send it over to News 4's Kelsey Anderson. Kelsey, how is totality looking in the Cataract City?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so first of all, we turned our lights off because we don't want to ruin this experience for anyone else here in Niagara Falls. I'm going to move out of the way. My photographer will zoom in on some of the crowds, but again, it's really dark here. Look at all of the lights shining across over in Canada. Thousands of people are witnessing this here in Niagara Falls, New York, and on the other side in Canada. Unfortunately, we cannot see the sun right now. It is completely covered by clouds, but it's dark in the middle of the day. Now this just happened, so we have another probably 1.5 minutes of this total darkness. A lot of people disappointed that the clouds were going to totally ruin this experience for them earlier, but I would say this is an amazing experience. Can you hear that crowd screaming now as we are getting a glimpse of the sun? Okay, it peeped through a little bit there through the clouds, but now it just went back behind the clouds. Again, still very dark, so we're still very excited here in Niagara Falls. I talked to a lot of people from across the Northeast who came to witness this, and they said no better place to witness something like this than in front of this beauty of Niagara Falls. All right, I'll send it back to you guys. Dave and Jordan.
All right, Kelsey, thanks very much. Incredible scenes there in Niagara Falls. Let's take you down to the water's edge where we find our Marley Tuskus and Allison Stabell at the Outer Harbor. Guys, how's it looking down there?
You guys, this is so cool. You know, the last time you saw us, there was a ton of cloud coverage. That was still the case. We weren't able to see the corona here, but no disappointment, because one of the weirdest sensations, I would say, was the temperature drop that you could start to feel, and it kept building and building as it got darker and darker. You can't see me well right now. I'm silhouetted, but I think a really cool shot is the sunset that is happening behind me. It looks like it is dawn right now in the middle of the day. All of those people silhouetted, standing by the water. So many cheers. It's a little quiet right now as everyone is taking in the beauty of what they are seeing. But as it got darker, people started clapping, people started cheering. Such a really cool human experience. You know, so many backgrounds, so many different states that people are from to be here right now, but we are all experiencing the same thing together in the same place here at the Outer Harbor. I mean, just take a look at this. This is breathtaking. The sun is rising, essentially. That's what it looks like in the middle of the day. Again, we really can't see what's going on because of the cloud coverage in terms of the, moon and the eclipse, but you can still get the effects as the path of totality starts clearing up. You guys, just amazing. I have no words. And one person that I spoke with the other day who witnessed the total solar eclipse in Tennessee back in 2017 basically said as much, that he could not describe the feeling, and I almost believe him right now just because I am at a loss of words of how to describe what we just witnessed. But for now, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio as I take this all in.
All right, Marley, thanks very much. Just absolutely incredible views here. We saw what it looked like here in North Buffalo. It looked very different down by the Outer Harbor. Let's go send things outside to Don and Jackie, who are here outside our studios in North Buffalo. Guys, an amazing, amazing view.
Unbelievable, Dave and Jordan. I got to tell you, we're happy to have Todd out here right now. And you were looking up, you saw a solar flare.
Yeah, well, there's that red color that was sticking out the bottom at totality. If you saw that little tiny piece on the edge, that was just a solar prominence, the type of things that you normally would never see during the daytime.
And how much has the temperature dropped?
I mean, the temperature dropped a few degrees. I'll have to get back to the computer to see how far it did with those couple of moments, but it was noticeable out here.
I was taken by how quickly it got dark, and now how quickly it's getting light again. It was amazing to actually take our glasses off and be able to look up there. Here we are in North Buffalo. The traffic seemed to stop.
Yeah, very light.
People are out in the parking lot, out of their cars at McDonald's across the street, looking up, wearing their glasses.
And fireworks.
And we're hearing fireworks as we would on the 4th of July here in North Buffalo, all around the area, seeing Air One overhead. It's amazing what we just experienced in the last few minutes.
I'm glad that we at least had enough breaks to get a glimpse. You know, maybe if you had 3 minutes and 40 seconds of totality, you get 30 seconds or however long just to see that little bit. It makes such a difference. Right now, what you're seeing on your screen, basically just that little sliver starting to come out, and it's enough to make it bright enough outside. The street lights are turned off again, and it seems like we're going back to a normal day.
We had some people walking by the station, and Sherry Burns, our promotions director, was kind enough to give them the special glasses, so they were watching it. Yeah, just in time.
About a minute to spare.
Exactly.
It really was a moment in time for us out here, and well worth it. I know we've talked about it for a year and have built it up, and you can't really describe it unless you experience it. But we all experienced it together.
And a lot of people have, but it was a lot of hype for 4.5 minutes.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. Well worth it. As it turned out, we didn't have as many people stay here in Buffalo because of the cloud cover. But as I said a minute ago, in Orchard Park, they've got clear skies, so they had a great view of it out there. Good for them.
A guy who owns a restaurant, a very popular restaurant, told me on Saturday night, he told me on Friday he'll believe it when he sees it. They were packed on Saturday night, and he said it was all out-of-towners.
Yeah, good for them. Blessings to everybody who got to experience this today. Dave and Jordan, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you very much. Don, they're mentioning all of the out-of-towners. I mean, we have people here as far from Germany just to see the total solar eclipse here in Western New York. We've been checking our crews in all day long. It is very, very cool out there. It's hard to wrap your brain around what's happening outside. Let's head over to Sarah back at East Aurora, Knox Farm. How are things going over there, Sarah?
Well, Dave and Jordan, as you could see, it's getting lighter out here again. But let me just tell you guys, it has just been such a neat experience out here. We've been dealing with a lot of clouds pretty much all day, but just at the end of totality, we did get some nice peeks through the clouds. We got to see totality here at Knox Farm, and the crowd here just went wild, a lot of cheering, just a surreal experience just to be out here and experience all of that with these people. Here at Knox Farm, there's about 3,000 people at this event. We talked to people that are visiting from California, Wisconsin, Florida, kind of all over the place to be here. And a lot of them are just saying that they're really here for the experience, to gather here at Knox Farm together and experience something like this that obviously does not happen every day. Again, just when totality happened, it was just such a neat experience to be out here and to be with all these people, just completely surreal. So, Dave and Jordan, I'll kind of send it back to you.
All right, Sarah, thanks very much. Right now, we are joined by the chief scientist from the Buffalo Museum of Science, Holly Schreiber. Holly, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You all are in very high demand today, so we appreciate you spending some time with us. There are many scientists here in this area to experience this incredible, incredible thing. I will ask you your reaction, because as we were all sitting outside, you were getting a little bit emotional as we were walking up, and I think all of us felt this sort of emotion. Tell me about what was going through your mind.
Well, it was awe-inspiring. We worked for years up to this point, and to see it actually work out, it was wonderful. It was magnificent.
And standing next to you is pretty special, too, because I heard you say, I've waited so long for this. So what were those couple of minutes? How special was that for you as scientists?
It was very special. Like, we, worked, I think we put something like 1,800 hours into programs and planning to get the people of Western New York ready for this event so we can all enjoy it and understand why this is so special.
So let's talk a little bit about the comparisons between the last time in 2017 where we get to see it versus today. We're talking about a much larger impact. The other big difference between the eclipse in 2017 and today is then we were at a solar minimum. Now we're at a solar maximum, or near that. What does that mean for the sun when we see it in a solar eclipse?
So it's just more active. So I know we saw from some of the live streams in other parts of the country as it was approaching or during the partial phase of the eclipse, we were seeing sunspots, those tiny dark spots on the sun. and those were very active right now versus in 2017, as was the corona. And so that just kind of changes the experience from the last one. Not to mention that it's, we are seeing totality this time versus Buffalo in 2017. We did not.
Right.
So here we are. Totality has come and gone.
Yes.
What should people kind of reflect on, maybe look for toward the end as the end of the partial eclipse?
Yeah, just kind of watch that change now. It's going to become lighter. It'll warm up again. Maybe listen to what's happening to the animals around you, birds especially.
It is really neat. Holly, we're going to be checking in with you throughout the next couple of hours. Again, we appreciate you being here. Thank you for being such an important resource. Thank you to the Buffalo Museum of Science for being such an incredible resource and getting this community ready. You said you guys have spent the better part of 1,800 hours doing so. I think you did a heck of a job.
Thank you.
Great job.
All right, let's send it over now to Patrick, who is at Dunkirk Pier. Patrick, how is totality there?
Dave and Jordan, so exciting out here. So many people enjoying this moment. I said it almost felt like when we were reaching full totality, the temperature dropped and it got so dark out. It almost felt like when you stand up too fast and it feels like you're going to pass out. I want to get to a family who's joining us from right outside of Washington, D.C. They're going to share with us their reaction to the eclipse. Hello.
Hi. It was dramatic when it got dark. I mean, there were birds flying. It was really quite interesting. The temperature dropped. I don't know if anyone else.
What's running through your mind?
I mean, I knew it was coming, and it was still kind of surprising. It just happened really fast and got cold and dark really fast. It was very cool.
Yeah. What was this experience like for you?
Well, it was really great to be with my family, to be with other people, to be with community. It just felt like we were experiencing this collective event on our planet, and it was amazing.
An exciting 3 minutes. It lasted quite some time, right? Yeah. Is this something you think you'll really carry with you for the rest of your life?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'll definitely remember being here. Yeah, no.
Sir, what stuck out to you?
Yeah, it was really felt like nightfall. The sunrise, the sunset over the water was really incredible, and just the total darkness was amazing.
A once-in-a-lifetime experience. Thank you so much, and safe travels home. Dave and Jordan, we'll send it back to you from a busy Dunkirk, New York.
Well, from one side of the water's edge now, a little bit further north, but still along the water's edge, we go to the outer harbor.
That's where we find Marley Tuskus. Hey, Marley.
Well, Dave and Jordan, the last time you really couldn't see me well when the camera came to us. Now we are lit up. It really does look like early morning here at the outer harbor. It was almost like we saw a sunset, which is what all of the experts described it as, that it was like dusk to then nighttime to then dawn, and now we're back at early morning. Just such a cool sight to see. The crowd behind me still here, not as much as before. People have started to pack up and leave once the totality was over, but still a really decent amount of people here at the outer harbor. I didn't really get a chance to get into this earlier during this special, but just a really cool event that they had here today. Of course, this was pretty much the unveiling of Terminal B, the music pavilion that was built here at the outer harbor. It's the event space, and it looks amazing right on the water's edge. So that was a cool thing for people to be able to see for the first time here. And families made the most of today. Of course, I talked about the clouds earlier. We saw a couple breaks as the partial eclipse was happening. We couldn't see the corona or the total eclipse, but still the cheers were so loud when it got totally dark. When you came to me before, it was pretty quiet. I think it was just everyone taking it in, because it truly was just an awe moment for us here, and I'm sure for you guys there as well. So I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Marley, thank you. Where we also heard really, really loud cheers down at Niagara Falls.
And that's where we find our Kelsey Anderson, where there was a sea of people behind you, Kels. Looks like folks are still kind of sticking around, right?
Sticking around a little bit, but there is a sea of people now leaving the area. We'll pan over to that scene. People kind of still taking it in, but wow, that's all I have to say. That was incredible. We heard a lot of cheers. There was a moment where it was total silence among the thousands of people here. Now, clouds were covering the sun most of the time that we were in total darkness, but it didn't fully matter. We saw the corona briefly through the crowds, but it was just a beautiful, beautiful scene as it went completely dark in the middle of the day for 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Just a really neat scene. Thousands of people again behind me here from all over the place. Of course, some locals from Western New York, but many from across the Northeast, Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey. I spoke to a lot of those folks. Coming up at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock today, you'll hear from people like Governor Kathy Hochul, who watched it here, an astronaut from Canada who's headed to the moon next year, and others. In Niagara Falls, Kelsey Anderson, News 4.
So neat up there. We got the chance to step out of the studio just about 25 or 30 feet beyond where we are here at our desk to view what it looked like in North Buffalo. And there were a couple of breaks. I mean, we didn't certainly get minutes, but we did have a couple of breaks.
We had a couple of breaks, and there was a perfect break right at totality. It was just awesome seeing it all unfold. We, of course, saw the fireworks from the back of our station. I know Don and Jackie, they're in the front of the station and heard them out there. Right, guys?
Right now that the fireworks have literally and figuratively come to an end in North Buffalo. As soon as they happen, they came to an end. The light is back on. Let there be light. The traffic is picking up again on Elmwood Avenue in North Buffalo.
The street lights have gone out. People are walking around again. Nobody's standing over in the McDonald's parking lot anymore. We had a small gathering out here in front of the station, and we had really a great advantage over many other people because we had a chief meteorologist with us narrating what was happening, and
he did a great
Todd
job,
Santos.
didn't he?
He did, and he talked us right through it, told us when to get those glasses off and when to get them back on, talked about the red flare that he could see. That was very special to me.
And to see him so excited as a meteorologist, it meant a lot. I think a lot more to him than it does to me anyway.
Well, it was exciting for all of us and great to have him here with us. And he'll be telling you more about his experience as the evening goes on.
A little eerie, too, at the same time, that total darkness in the middle of the afternoon.
I loved it.
There you go.
I loved it. Back to you, Dave and Jordan.
All right, Don, Jackie, thanks very much. As we take a live look right now, this is what it looks like at Cleveland. Of course, we're on the other side of that moment of totality. Things will start to get a little bit lighter from here on out. Boy, the clouds were here. We knew it from the beginning of the day. As soon as we woke up, we saw them kind of socked in. There were enough breaks, though, that we could actually see the eclipse, and that was good enough for me. It was so amazing.
Good enough. So many people woke up today, saw the clouds outside.
Yeah.
I saw so many people outside, Todd. They wrote on social media saying this is the most Buffalo thing ever. To have all of these clouds on a day of a once in a lifetime celestial event. Todd, how was it for you out there?
Yeah. Well, I'm just very thankful. And I think anybody who got to see totality and actually recognize what it was at that point, you could say, oh, wait, this is what we were waiting for. You won in this case, because there are still a few folks that didn't quite get that few 20 or 30 seconds worth of actual almost clear sky like we did out in front of the station here. It was very brief, but it was enough to know that's it. All of a sudden, you can't see it through the glasses anymore. You take them off and you could see the ring around it. So it was a pretty exciting sight to at least to witness. I mean, I don't even know how to completely describe it. It's hard to use words, but I'll say this. When everyone's saying this is such a Buffalo thing to get the clouds in the way and all that, it wasn't just us. Most of East Texas, a bunch of other areas off to the south and east have been fighting the cloud cover as well. I can zoom out and kind of give you an idea, especially as you get down into South Texas. There were a bunch of other places where cloud cover was a big issue with trying to get a clear view of this amazing event. I mean, at least in our case, out in front of the building, we even got to see that solar prominence where things that you normally would never be able to see without specialized equipment. NASA can see those things, but the average person cannot. So pretty fantastic. And the clouds are starting to build back in, and that's at this point, it's becoming a who cares scenario. But for the short term, with those still trying to keep an eye on what's going on with, the sun starting to reemerge out of the shadow of the moon there, you're at least likely to see a few more breaks in the short term. Over the next hour or so, though, by the time we get to the tail end of this, we're likely to be overcast for a bit. Clouds will start to clear out again overnight tonight. And as far as the temperatures are concerned, we were talking about those. We dropped about 2 degrees as far as I could tell, and we're starting already to rebound for a number of areas. But that was the effect there, and it was quite noticeable, especially after you lost that sunlight. Dave, Jordan.
All right, Todd, thank you. Another spot also packed for the eclipse today, home of the Buffalo Bisons, Salem Field.
Our Chelsea Lavelle has been out at the stadium all day. Big watch party down there. Chelsea, how are things?
You know, things are pretty great right now, Dave and Jordan. Obviously, this wasn't the day we expected, right? We were expecting gridlock traffic. That didn't happen. Then we saw the clouds in the sky, and like you said, Jordan, it was the most Buffalo thing ever. Of course, it makes us feel a little bit better that it wasn't just us. But you know what? People here at Salem Field, there was about a couple hundred. They were making the best of it. Every time that we saw a peak in the clouds and the sun opened up, everyone was cheering. Everyone was excited. I talked to someone from Jersey who came here. She saw the eclipse in 2017, and she said this is completely different. It was a magical feeling. There was a lot of cheering and excitement, but when there was darkness, it was just electricity in the air. It was so exciting. We felt the spirit, we felt the energy. I talked to a lady who's local here. She brought her 91-year-old mother, and they were just excited. NASA had programming all day here. We were finding all of the information about what we were expecting to see. So all in all, we didn't get to see the totality, but it was an incredible experience. Dave and Jordan, back to you.
All right, Chelsea, thanks very much. You know, the good thing about the fact of there not being a million extra people here is it's a little easier for everyone to get home after they attend the watch parties.
Very well said. Nonetheless, we are all sharing this moment together. We will be right back with more Eclipse coverage after a quick break. Stay with us.
Totality of the 2024 total solar eclipse has come and gone. This is what it looked like over, I believe, portions of Texas, according to the NASA cam there. This is Dallas, Texas, according to that picture. Niagara Falls and points up here in western New York, a very, very different look. You can see clouds socked in for the most part.
Certainly very different with the clouds. It is cool to have the NASA camera to see how clear it looks from up there in the sky. We have crews all over from Niagara Falls, Dunkirk, the South Towns, the Outer Harbor, Salem Field. Don and Jackie out in front. Our coverage continues. Let's check back in with Kelsey now in Niagara Falls. Kelsey, you are meeting so many different people over there.
I know, Jordan. My producer was in my ear yelling at me, Kelsey, Kelsey, because I was just talking to people from Paris, France. I said, do you guys have a second to wait around? They were on a rush to leave, unfortunately. They have someone waiting for them in the car. So, and that's how this goes. The total solar eclipse happens, and then afterward, it's like that rush to get out. We had someone couple months ago who had witnessed one in 2017 say it's like that Darien Lake concert where they play the encore and then all of a sudden everyone's just in their cars waiting in traffic. So I wouldn't hit the roads right now if you're near Niagara Falls. A lot of people leaving here. I'm going to move out of the way really quickly, and my photographer is going to show you it has died down a little bit here in Niagara Falls. People are leaving, but man, that moment of darkness was amazing. Lots of cloud cover here today. A lot of people saying maybe it'll be a little disappointing if we can't really see it. Well, it went dark. It got really cold here near the falls, and we heard a lot of cheers, so I don't think anyone was disappointed. We talked to a few folks afterward who were just still very excited that they could see it at such a beautiful place. Niagara Falls, New York, and of course people over the border in Canada. We saw lots of them watching as well. In Niagara Falls, Kelsey Anderson, News 4.
All right, Kelsey, thank you. We're going to check back in with Sarah at Knox Farm State Park. Sarah, I know you've been there since early this morning. How special is it over there?
Jordan, it is a pretty unique experience out here at Knox Farm. You can really hear, I mean, the party is still going. This event is going until 6, and there is so much to do. We have performances, there's a band kind of marching through over here. There's a ton of food trucks as well. There's different educational presenters, so there is a lot still happening here at Knox Farm State Park. Again, it goes until 6, and then just witnessing the total eclipse. I mean, it's been pretty cloudy here most of the day, but then just at the end, the cloud cover kind of moved away a little bit, and so people really got to experience that total eclipse, and that was a surreal experience. But earlier today, we talked to people just looking forward to this event, and here you can hear from some of them right now.
Because we've already seen one with blue skies, I think it'd be kind of interesting to see what it's like in different kind of environments. And frankly, it kind of seems like a fun way to have future vacations and go chase it somewhere else in the world.
It's like going to a really good movie with an audience. It's different than being on your own, so it's really a general excitement of being together with a group of people that are here to share in that same experience.
And we talked to people from California, from Wisconsin, from Florida, all heading here to Knox Farm State Park. They all told me that they were really looking forward to this experience, gathering together for this, no matter what the weather was going to be like today. And we also just found out that a couple got engaged here during totality. So we're going to try to find that couple now so we could speak to them about their experience, which I'm sure is a special one that they will always remember. For now, reporting live at Knox Farm State Park in East Aurora, I'm Sarah Miekowitz. Jordan, Dave, send it back to you.
All right, Sarah, thanks very much. Watch parties all over the place, from Dunkirk Pier to East Aurora and Knox Farm, and also out in Niagara Falls, where there were lots and lots of people, and even down at Salem Field.
Salem Field, home of the Bisons. That is where Chelsea Lavelle is. Chelsea, who do you got next to you?
Oh, I'm here with Angela Stickle from Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory. Tell us what happened today, because there was a lot of excitement, there was a lot of cheers, there was a lot of, oh boy, oh no, oh boy, oh no, but there was so much going on. Tell us about it.
Sure, yeah, it was so much fun. So obviously it was a total eclipse today, and that's when the moon goes between the Earth and the sun. And so we were watching as the moon traveled across the sun, and as it peeked through the clouds, everybody would get real excited, and then it would go away and get a little quiet. But it was just really fantastic. The crowd here was wonderful, and during the eclipse itself, it got dark and quiet, and we could see a little bit of the sun just peeking out, and it was just so wonderful to get to be here and share it with the crowd here in Buffalo.
Now, what was it like for you? Obviously, you guys were doing programming all day for the adults and the kids, just educating us about what we were going to experience.
Yeah, it was great. One of my favorite things I get to do is to share NASA's wonderful science with people. And so we got to talk a little bit about what is an eclipse and the different types of eclipses. The Bisons mascots got in on the fun and helped us demonstrate for the kids. Got to do some demonstrations with Oreos and just talk a little bit about how exciting it is and what we can learn from these sorts of events.
Alrighty, thank you so much. The party is over here at Salem Field, but I'm sure there's a lot more going on. Dave and Jordan, back to you.
All right, Chelsea, thanks very much. We have already said not as many people showed up, and that probably started earlier this morning thanks to all the clouds that are sticking around. But now that the main event is officially over, the traffic rush might be starting.
Let's check back in with Dan Mazzella with Total Traffic. Dan, how are the roads?
Well, right now we're really just looking up at Niagara Falls there. You can see where it's a little bit of the heaviest, and you have that ramp closed for all the activities at the Route 5 West at the Outer Harbor. So really outside of that, look at the main roads. They're pretty much green, and that's not bad. We like to see that color on days like today. Now, earlier when the eclipse was actually happening, it was completely dark here. It almost looked like it was morning drive. So right now, as you get onto the thruway at Walden Ave, you're looking at a pretty decent trip, and you can see a little bit of the cloud cover there, but also you're looking at a little bit of a brighter view. Same thing at the water tower right here as we get onto the 290 east and west. Moving on to the 190, where we have the bridge there in the background. Everything is moving at a great pace. And looking at downtown right now with the skyline, again, everything is just kind of brighter than what it used to be. And looking at 190 again, as you try to get the skyline there, everything is pretty much good to go. And as we go to the Rainbow Bridge, still seeing a lot of folks there as they try to leave Niagara, as you saw all of the traffic up there earlier. It looks like everyone's trying to, make their way back somewhere from their viewing party. This traffic brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured? Call the Barnes Firm, 1-800-8-million. Back to you, David Jordan.
All right, Dan, thanks very much. Joining us now is the chief scientist from the Buffalo Museum of Science, Holly Schreiber. Holly, thank you again for being here. This is something that happens in total solar eclipse. About every 18 months, this planet is impacted somewhere. The last time it happened for us was 2017. The next time, 2044, 2045. So it's a rarity, of course, but for science, this is a really important 3 to 4 minutes of study, right? Mm-hmm. What kinds of things are studied?
So there's a number of citizen science studies out there. One is studying animals and how they react. Others are studying the position and the size of the sun in the sky. And as well as we know NASA is studying the corona as it's visible during totality.
And you mentioned before, watch for the birds, see how nature reacts. Yes. What are some of the different ways animals react?
Yeah, so during totality, the birds tend to get very quiet. And then once the sun starts to shine again, they start their dawn chorus, thinking it's morning.
Now, you are the lead scientist for the museum. And so I'm kind of curious. You have your job. The other scientists at the museum have their job. But seldom do you have the opportunity like this, where you said before, citizen scientists, people literally with all their phones, everyone has the ability to document. How critical is that for science as an industry to understand something better?
Well, with citizen scientists, people all over the country or all over the world, getting that information that then other people can use to get a really good idea of what happened during a natural phenomenon like a total solar eclipse.
And, for so long we have been saying, this is a once-in-a-lifetime event, but there are some areas even more rare to be in the path of totality. I think somewhere in Illinois, first time or twice in 7 years. How rare is that?
That's very rare. I think you're speaking of Carbondale, Illinois. Yes, very rare. Just total luck that they were in the path of totality 2 times in 7 years.
With all of this information that we're gathering, with all of these billions and billions of data points all across the world, what do you expect as a scientist to come from that, say in the next 6 months to a year or something like that? Should we be saying, hey, this is what we found out during this period of totality?
Exactly. We'll have a better understanding of solar eclipses from all this data and, understanding of a variety of subjects, whether it's the animals, whether it's how the corona reacts. And hopefully the next time a total solar eclipse happens, we'll gather even more data.
Wonderful. Well, Holly, it is our pleasure to have you here with us. We will check back in with you shortly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For now, we're going to check in outside our studios here in North Buffalo. That's where our Don and Jackie are standing by. They got to witness this event right out there and saw some fireworks with it. Guys, how are things now?
Well, Dave, all I can tell you is that the scientists are doing their job of researching and looking into a total solar eclipse. As a newsman, as a broadcast journalism, I'm glad that you and I had a chance to witness this together.
You know what? It strikes me that what we expected to happen did happen. Things got much quieter. Things got darker. The street lights came on. The breeze picked up. All of a sudden, we were plunged into darkness, and we looked up, and saw something we've never seen before in our lives.
You know, I think also we should have a tip of the hat to our local officials who for over a year have been planning for this major event, and they were well prepared for this, and even the hospitals putting on extra staff in the emergency rooms. I haven't seen or heard of any emergencies, though.
We haven't heard of any. We can tell you that things in terms of normal, if there is a normal, seem to be getting back to it. Right out here on Elmwood Avenue, where we watch traffic fly by all day long, didn't happen during the total eclipse, but we're back to it
It's
now.
back now, isn't it? We'll send it back to you, Dave and Jordan.
All right, guys, thanks very much. You know, it is so interesting. Again, Jordan and I stepped out briefly during the moment of totality to see how dark it was outside, and to see that shot versus what we just saw, Don and Jackie, just night and day, quite literally.
It was like my mind was playing tricks on me.
Right?
I would tell myself we were in the 3 o'clock hour.
That's right.
It was not nighttime. One last time, let's check in with News 4's Patrick Ryan at the Dunkirk Pier. What a shot, Patrick.
All right, come on, y'all. Clap it up. Clap it up. Hey.
Dave and Jordan, hello, hello. Yes, you can see the sun is starting to be revealed once again. The temperature is really what struck me the most. It was so cold and the temperature dropped, and now that the sun is back out, you can really feel the warmth again. What was interesting was when it got completely dark out at the moment of totality, flocks of birds were just flying over a pavilion near us. Really just an interesting sight to be seen. I spoke with a woman with her young child who was telling me that this is a moment they will be able to say they saw this for the rest of their life. Really, she was getting emotional. It was really something special. Like I said, a lot of families are out here taking it all in. We have our eclipse glasses on now, obviously, because you can see the sun. But leading up to totality, heavy, heavy cloud cover. You really couldn't even tell where the sun was. So now that the sun is revealed once again, you know, have the glasses on, and everyone's just having a good time out here, and really just a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Everyone, it just came to a standstill. You really don't see those moments in life anymore where people just take a minute and take something in all together. Really just a sight to be seen. So as for now in Dunkirk, we are wrapping things up for the 4 o'clock event here. I'm sure people will still be lingering. A lot of people telling me they're going to start heading home tonight. So again, have to keep an eye on the roads and be safe out there. For now, reporting live in Dunkirk, we'll send it back to you, Dave and Jordan.
So we had some jazz music in East Aurora at Knox Farm State Park, and down there in Dunkirk, got a little funk going on over there.
My wife said our neighborhood was full of Pink Floyd,
Nice.
a bunch of other Ring of Fire, a bunch of
it.
other songs that are classic to fit with this.
Perfect. Well, the clouds, as you said, are now coming back in because we've got kind of an unsettled week.
Yeah, they didn't really cooperate that well. I think there's sort of half and half what you'll get from people as to what they say, whether they saw a decent amount or not. But yeah, clouds actually are going to be out for tomorrow, so we'll be back to sunshine again.
Of course.
Day late. But the rest of the week we get back into rain, especially starting Tuesday night into Wednesday and Thursday. So I'll have more on that coming up.
Excellent. Well, it was fun to watch, as Don and Jackie were talking about how excited, no, all of us were, of course, but how excited you guys were, the meteorology team. Very cool.
It just happened quickly. It was one of those, like, I was waiting for it, and then it's like, oh, wait a minute, there it is. Like, that's the moment. Like, so, yep, drop the glasses and check it out.
Much more coverage continues here on Channel 4 right after this.